Hello, this is Barbara in Little Rock, and this morning, me and Connor are going to have some precious time together. Now, if you have a little puppy, I hope you comb it every day. He loves it so much. And you know what? It really is calming to me just to brush him. Get his little ears brushed. I don't really brush him. I comb him. Brush. He didn't like the sound of a brush, so I use this comb. And he likes that, don't you, honey? He likes that. I do his little ears first because that makes him calm. And when I first got it, he said, "Don't you touch my ears." But now that I've had him now for, I think this will be no, it's been this will be 2 years. I'll have him in January, the new year, with new president, I guess. However that goes, and I think that's about over with, thank goodness. One way or the other, it's over with. So I just comb him and I just start talking to him like I'm talking to you. And comb his little, start around his ears, calm him down. And then I just comb him across the back, like this. He goes about every 6 weeks or about a month and a half. And the groomer comes fix him up. Yeah, right here at my door. And keeps me. Now the groomer here, I've been with them since, since 82, I guess. And so they've known all my puppies. Even when I lived up in the hills for 10 years, they still remembered me. They still ask about my puppies, which makes me feel special. Especially with Connor, he was the new man on the block. But they do. They come and pick him up. They take care of him, give him a haircut, and wash him, and do all the little things that they do to little puppies. And when they're not being groomed, they play out in the yard. They have this huge fenced-in wood privacy fence around this huge, and I think it's petitioned off into play areas. Big dog and little dogs, they play together. Well, he loves to play because he loves to go dog park and play with all the puppies and things. Well, he likes to do the same things there. So when he spends a day at the groomer, he gets all this special attention. And you need to give them that special attention and comb them. Because, when you're retired like me, even though I'm busy doing things I want to do, this is one thing that I want to do for him because he's my little living buddy, He barks when somebody comes to the door. He barks when they don't come to the door. He barks when he hears a truck. He barks when everybody, the postman comes. He barks. He just barks. He just likes it. And I found out the other day that he's a Tibetan Spaniel. And they were raised in the monasteries or something like that in China. And their only job was to walk around these huge monasteries and bark if there was any intruders. Now, this is not a hunting puppy. And it can't do anything to anybody. It can't bite them or kill them or threaten them. All it can do is bark. And I was reading about a little bit about the monasteries that everybody thinks. Of course, I guess they haven't changed that much in a couple thousand years, but You know, if you want a dog that's not violent and you're a not violent person, you just want to hear a warning. So I'm assuming that's the problem. That's the way it was set up. Now there are some in Tibet. You'll find these dogs. People have them, but they are for alarms. That's about all they're good for, and they're very smart, very dedicated to you. I mean, he takes care of me. Not, you know, like, oh, here, Mom, you want a drink of water, that kind of thing. But I mean, like, you know, when you're alone and you say, oh, I'm all alone. And then he comes over and he says, Mommy, you're not all alone. I'm right here. I heard from the groomer, groomer over the years, and they said if you back comb their hair like this, real soft like that, you know, turn up their little fur, it puffs it up, but it also, can you see, I don't know if you can see it or not, can you see all the stuff that's come off on that comb? I guess you can see it. That would be on my floor. Or in my lap. Because he sits in my lap. Oh, he loves to sit in my lap. But anyway, we're combing him, and he's so good. Isn't he good? Look, he's just so good. He just loves it. Yes, he does. They call him the little lion. Now, I thought the little lions were Pekingeses. But now, Tibetan Spaniel is not really a Spaniel at all. It's really not. It's just a little puppy. Yes, he is. He's just a little puppy. He just loves everybody. Yes, he does. Now, he don't like everybody. He does bark at some people very viciously. He jumps up off the ground and then he'll grab the pant leg, but he won't, like, wrestle him or anything, because he's just a little dog. And people are really threatened by him because he's just so voracious, you know? Not voracious. Pretend you put the words in that's supposed to be right. Oh, I don't know. I was watching my video the other day about my flowers. And, you know, over the years, I've had so many flowers. And I just call myself, you know, a homemade expert of flowers. And I was calling a fern an ivy or something like that. I'm going, did I really say that? So sometimes there's something that doesn't really work between the brain and the mouth. And I don't know why. One thing about this little puppy, his tail is just amazing. I'll have to show you up here in a minute. And how it sticks up and falls over. It's just really quite amazing. Let me see. Can I show you? Can I show you off? Can I show you your tail? Can I show you? No, he's not going to see. But usually it's like this. You know, it stays over. You know, like those English soldiers. Oh, I know. I love you too. And it has a little tail in the back like a pump tail like that. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He hasn't been to dog park today because I've been out not able to walk today very well. But tomorrow will be Sunday. It'll be another day, and it'll be a better day, I'm sure. And I'm still, there you go. Did you enjoy that? Oh my gosh, you love that, don't you? So anyway, I've got the hair off of him, and he's combed. Usually I spend, 30 minutes to an hour brushing him and telling him stories or just talking to him. And you know, he listens. And I think everyone should have either a kitty cat or a little dog or a bird. My friend across the street wants to get her a bird so bad. I said, why don't you get you a bird? That's what you want. I mean, we're in our 70s. We don't know if we're going to make it to 80. We don't even know if we're going to make it to 90. Well, if I live to 80, that's only 7 more years. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do for 7 years? Well, I need to get busy doing some other things. But I've tried, and I'm hoping I'm giving you joy. Just watching me talk about silly things, but that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm not here to make millions of dollars on YouTube. Like, oh, how do you get 100,000 subscribers and you can make $17,000 a year or 100? No, that's not me. I'm doing it for socialization, really. You know, we're in quarantine all the time. We'll see if that's over. Some people think that now the election's over, the virus is gone. Isn't that funny? I don't know. I just heard him talking about it. I just let him talk. What the heck? I have my little apartment with my little Connor. Don't I, Connor? Did you want to look up at the screen? You want to look up at the screen? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Anyway, my little buddy. Did I tell you I hadn't taken him to the doggy park? No. And I need to really bad. But I'll take him first thing in the morning when I get up. And my daughter's still healing from her hip replacement, so she hasn't been bringing me any groceries, but I am resourceful. And now Wal-Mart, in the area I live, is delivering food using your debit card. Now, they've always taken a debit card. I think I've talked to you about that before. But now they deliver. I mean, so a lot of us shut-ins can have our groceries delivered to us. Now, there is a charge, you know. I think I've talked to that about. I think it's $10, $15, according to if it's heavier. I don't know the time. Something has to relate to that. So that has to come out of your money. Can't come out of the food stamp cash, you know, money, because I don't get the cash anyway. But I also get Meals on Wheels. And they're all frozen dinners now. But I have found this week that, well, I'll back up a little bit. When they started delivering them in boxes instead of every day by a Meals on Wheels person, volunteer, that was a hot meal. We were getting frozen meals. So, the frozen meals, I've been cooking them in the microwave because I didn't have an oven in the RV that I wanted to use. It was just, it was not, well, anyway, I didn't use it. Well, since I'm here, I've been trying recently to use the oven. And why I'm getting to that is that I'm putting my food now in a tray that I took out of the toaster oven. And I just take my Meals on Wheels. It's got 3 departments. And, okay, back up, Barbara. Okay, you get your tray, you put your aluminum foil on it, and then you just empty the frozen things right out of the trays that come in the boxes every week. Well, today I emptied them into the aluminum foil to bake at 350 for 25 minutes. And there was barbecue ribs, corn, and some broccoli. But I'm telling, broccoli stems. There wasn't no piece of broccoli top in there at all, just stems. But cooking them in the oven made them taste like a really good hot meal. In the microwave, they're more like, they have a different flavor. They're not good. It's not a true taste. So I'm going to try not to use the microwave as long as the oven works. And but I do think that that's going to help, along with being able to get my groceries from Wal-Mart until my daughter gets better. And my son has, he's helping me get my quarters. So he ran and got quarters for me to wash my clothes and things. And I thank him for that, taking the time. I know he's a very busy man. Both my children are very, very busy. And but anyway, well, I don't even know where I got off on that. was something else I started on. Okay, I petted him, did a corner, and I combed him. That's what I did. Oh, yes, and I'm still crocheting on my, trying to figure out still how to show you how to, I don't know how they look down, and the camera looks down and, like watches you crochet. Now, maybe you don't want to see that because most of you probably crocheted all your life. But I really like this pattern. I talked to you about that several times, but I still like it. And I would like to share with how I do it. I can't even tell where to start and where to finish. And of course, Connor has to be right here with me the whole time that I'm crocheting or reading. Don't you? All the time. All the time. Oh, one more thing and then I guess I better stop talking. I'm going to crochet, but I got this beautiful bag. Isn't that beautiful? It's got blue lining, and that's what I keep my crocheting in now. Isn't that beautiful? You know me, I like pretty stuff. And I don't know where this come from, but it does say something like Wilcoxon, room 507. So I don't know if it was passed to me from Goodwill but I found it in my closet. Oh, I didn't tell you. I cleared my closet out. You should have been with me. I went in there and was simplifying my closet. I might do a video on that the next time when I do the next part of my closet. But anyway, and I want to show, okay, now, remember I was telling you about my Holy Roller? Yeah? This is my Holy Roller. Isn't that adorable? It's got wheels on it. And I have here's all my journals. And my prayer books. I know that lighting is awful. I just don't know what to do about that. I can't get the lighting right. But anyway, this is my 31 days of praise. And anyway, what's really neat is everything's in there. My little pens that people sent me right here. See, everything's in here. My books, all kinds of notes, and then of course I've got all my pictures in here that I go through. Did you see this picture of me? I'm with the Queen. I am. You know what? I'm about 2 foot taller than she is, but this picture makes me look taller than her. In fact, I probably could be the Prince Charles's wife. I don't know, but anyway, those are my fun pictures. I look through sometimes just to enjoy. I love this one. When I was living up in the country, I had so many zinnias that year. I'm telling you, I was picking zinnias, taking them to church, giving them to people. And here I am on my porch. Can you see? That's so daisies, that big old buckets full of daisies out of my yard. And I loved living up there. Loved it. I call that my cutting up with my daisies. And I was so happy. That day was so happy to me. You should remember days too. You should remember happy days. And don't be moaning about them. Just enjoy the memory of them. The memory of them. That's what it's all about. Okay, well, I'm rattled on enough. There's some other things I wanted to show you, but I guess that's enough for today. So, anyway, remember God has you in His hands. And pray for Mother Earth. And bye.